Hello everybody and welcome! My name is Offsummer and this is ATM6 to the sky! And today we're getting so much things done. For starters, we're gonna get a triple in ore system. Also, environmental tech. Gee! And last but not least, pneumatic craft. So, if you're ready, sit back, relax, and enjoy. I'll see you in a second. As for today, my initial thought was let's triple our ores. But as soon as I started working towards these machines that you can see over here, I realized that I still haven't automated pretty much anything, just these. And so it's about time we fix that. And yes, of course, this is automated, but it's just different, right? This is automation with XNet. Let's do some automation with refined storage. Oh, by the way, in between episodes, I made this coke oven. We have 89 buckets of creosote oil so far. Now, I know you can put blocks and that will give you more creosote, but to be honest with you, I only need really a little bit of it and then we'll be fine. I also did a little bit of killing, and as a result, I have over 1000 damage on the sword, which is pretty nice. Now, for the time being, I'm probably just gonna put it somewhere here. And that should be alright. So, what do we need in order to make our basic control circuit as well as our infused alloy? Well, we're gonna need first a metallurgic infuser. Then, to produce this redstone, we're going to use enriched redstone, which comes from an enrichment chamber. So, let's get a few of those. Now, since I have this one, let's use that one. Now, we probably want an exporter here. I'm gonna set these to export redstone. And yep, we'll do look at that. It is already producing redstone. And we're gonna set so input to the left, output to the right. But of course, if we want it to work, we're probably going to need to give it some power, which is alright. Then next to it, we're going to put a basic infusing factory. Alright, now we're going to say you can input what is the extra from the left. We're going to set these now to auto output. Yay, all the redstone is going to come in here. And the excess is going to stay right there, which is alright, I guess. Then now we're going to need a crafter. And we're going to put these here. How do I turn you? Using the wrench. And let's connect you, like so. Alright, now in here, we should be able to say, processing. If you give me 64 of you, you're going to get me 64 of those. And that should be alright. We should be able to craft some more. And I'm going to say I want, well, I'm going to order 10, but of course it's going to craft 64. So let's do that. Start. Oh, we still need to configure these. That's the input. And that's working. Let's also set this in auto sort on. Now, same way as if we've done that, we're going to do the same, exactly the same, but with basic control circuits. Now, of course, in order to get your result, we're going to set these to output, eject on, and you can't just pipe these back to the interface, same as applying logistics, because, well, crafters don't do that. So basically, these should close the loop. We're going to get some speed upgrades, put them in here, and everything, absolutely everything that gets produced will be going right there. For now, I think this is working and I like it. Now I'm gonna need to make a few more machines, but now that I have these, is well, gonna be easier. So, ore tripling, how does it work? We need an electrolytic separator to get oxygen. We're gonna give it some water or honey. Well, in our case, we're gonna use water, and that's gonna give us these. Now, this oxygen, we are going to need it in our purification chamber, where we can put our ores. And you know what? It's probably best if I just show you what the setup is. Yeah, let's do that. I really don't know where do I want this, but I do know that I don't want it close to my house. Again, mechanism tends to be a little bit laggy, and so the farther it is from my base, the better. Now, luckily for us, we don't need a tremendous amount of space for these, so yeah. Alright, let's put our sink down, and let's get both of our electrolytic separators. Like these and like that. I should just be able to do these and that. For the time being, since it doesn't have any kind of power, well, it stops working. We want to make sure that hydrogen is set to dumping excess. And of course, we're going to do the same with both of them. If we have a look at mechanism and we specify clamps, you'll see, well, in this case, we can only see 2 clamps, but that's all right, because the rest are custom. Now that we have the oxygen, what do we want to do with it? We want to move that to our purification chamber. So let's do that. Let's connect all these together like so. Now the ores with the oxygen are going to give us clamps. How do we process the clamps? Well, that's going to be a crusher. So let's say I should have 2 crushers somewhere here. Crushing factory. One over there. One over here. You know what? Let's make this a bit wider. And so first, after the crushing, we just need to smelt them. And that should be as simple as these. Now, do I need a whole building just for these? Yeah, definitely. Can I make a few of these? 4? I don't know how many I need to upgrade, but you get an upgrade. You get an upgrade. You get an upgrade, and you get an upgrade. Now, I don't think these one can get upgrades. Yep, no, they don't. But they do have these gas upgrades, which makes it so they use less gas, if that makes any sense. Boop, 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 boop. Now, is it? Well, I still need to put all the speed upgrades, and, well, let's get 2 new ender chests. Let's make a new color combination. Purple, purple, blue, blue. Yeah, that should be alright. And let's do something like these. Obviously, the ores from now are coming from over here. But do I really want to triple all our ores? I don't think power is going to be a problem. And if it is, well, we can always make just another reactor. I want to triple all the ores. Yeah, why not? So I'm going to take one of these advanced connectors. I'm going to put it somewhere here. Yeah, that seems like a proper place for it. I'm going to pick up these so they're in the chest. And set it over here. Now let's clear our inventory and let's get one of each. Oh, I'm an idiot. You know what? I skipped a step. I totally skipped a step. Basically, I was just trying to process these gold ore piece straight away, which you can't do, obviously. You're gonna need to craft these. Now, how are we gonna get these crafted? We could use these multi-servers, but, you know, thermal is not that fast. So instead, what we're gonna do is use a crafter. So basically, the same thing we're doing here with a crafter, that's what we're gonna do with all the ores. And that should be alright. And that should mean that, yep, look at that. Everything that's being processed, at least so far, is going through that crafter, then sent somewhere over here, and process in these purification chambers. And slowly but surely, oh, will you look at that? We are already getting a lot of ores. Which is alright. That's what we want. Oh, thank God we're doing this, because I missed a step. So, we're getting this dirty gold dust, and we need an enrichment chamber to get the proper dust. So, this is not our last step, apparently. Okay, that is connecting. Let's extract from you. And let's set you up. And now, we're gonna get our smelting factories, like so. Wow, that's loud. No. Thank you and thank you. Oof, much better. Oh, and I'm missing advanced mechanical pies. Let's set these to output, exit on. Awesome. Oh, and this is already working. So we're finally getting a lot of ores, which is perfectly fine. We love it. And yeah, I definitely going to need some speed upgrades. Now, what do I want to do? Do I want to A, have another ended chest that moves the ores around, or B, have the doors here and put external storage? I'm gonna go for B. Yep, I'm definitely gonna go for B. Let's get a drawer controller and a slave. And we're gonna set these to auto output, not to the top, to the right. Hey, and it's already working. Nice. Now, in order to get these over there, I'm gonna get my trim, connect that like so, get another slave, set these to auto output to your left, and look at that. Nice. So this is already working and looking like a mess. I love it. You know what? Since we have these already prepared, let's have a look at environmental tech. Oh, that's nice. If you press shift when looking at the block, it will tell you what it needs. That's a nice touch. We're gonna need this memory thingy here. We're gonna need one of these flash memories. Well, in fact, we're gonna need two. And you know what? I could craft these things from over here, but since we have a system that can do it for us, I'm gonna teach it how to do everything. And yeah, it's gonna be much easier. And having a look at these, you can see that it requires 4 IO blocks of frame, which I don't think is really true. It will probably require just 1 for energy and 1 for eating item outputs. But yeah, well, we're going to need to make an assembly for that, and that should be pretty simple. So in theory, we just throw these, that, and that. And no. Yep, something like that. Okay, in theory, I should have everything that I need. Now, tier 1 shouldn't be too big, so I'm just, what a weird way to place it. And since I have all the materials, can I just do build multi-block? Ooh, let's use this memory programmer. And we do have different options here. Let's select mineral or miner for now. Yeah, why not? Let's put this thing inside. And now, can you build? Oh, yeah. Look at that. Nice. And the laser is working. Does that mean it is working? There you go. That should be working now. Yep, it is getting power. And what the hell? Power is not a problem. Power will never be a problem. So let's do that. Oh yeah, that works. Now, if I remove, let's say U, and I replace it with just a structure panel. For starters, you don't really work. What if I add a frame? You do work now. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. Because I only want to take items from one side if possible. I can have 2 in the chests, but one is cleaner. And I like that. And that should in theory be 2 or... Oh, I see what I'm missing. I'm missing a frame. And are you happy now? Yes, you are. Just to check... Because I see the laser, and that normally means it is working. If I don't break it, will you get any ore? It doesn't really look like. Wait, I was looking into it, and if I really want to get erodium and such, when having a look at this menu, you want to scroll down, look for multi-miners, and then select crystal miner. This is the one that we want. So let's make both of them as crystal miners actually, because we want to get iridium or whatever the next tier is called. And now we wait. Or we do this, which apparently doesn't really do anything. Or maybe it does. Look at that, iridium. And litherite. Well, that was fast. Give me more. Now, as most of you will know, iridium is used for the second tier of environmental core or environmental tech. And yeah, we're gonna need a lot of these. Now remember, our end goal is the ATM star, the old Emodium star, and that requires, well, a lot of things. However, we do have access to the creative essence, the nether star blocks, and probably nothing else. Yeah, the Patrick star, but that's not gonna be difficult at all. Rune of Scenes is just a matter of getting into Botania a little bit more. Mass of Wheels is a matter of getting a lot more into Botania. So, well, some other thing that we're gonna need is this Philosopher's Fuel, which requires LPG, napalm, and sulfuric acid. When using a refinery controller from Pneumaticraft and processing crude oil, you're gonna get diesel, kerosene, gasoline, and LPG. Now, gasoline is one of the things that we're going to use in a mixer to get napalm. Then the sulfuric acid is probably just going to be from mechanism, right? And yeah, let's get into Pneumaticraft. That should be quite simple and straightforward. Alright, first we're going to need some compressed iron. That's basically the same way you always start. Let's throw all these iron in there. And let's blow it up. Like so. Nice. Okay, so we got our compressed iron ingots. Now with these, we should be able to just craft everything that we need. Wait a second, how many of these outputs am I gonna need? 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. Okay, that should be everything. Now I prepare a little space over here, since we're gonna have 6 of these. Let's put them somewhat like that. That should be alright. And let's give each one of them one of these upgrades. Basically, this upgrade will make it so you can continuously input energy into it or pressure and they won't explode. And that's okay, because otherwise they would actually definitely blow up. And that's not something we want. These pipes are garbage, these compressors are garbage, but we don't really need a lot of these things, so garbage will do. These should be connected to our vortex, which I'm going to put like these. And that is the other way around. Yeah, nice. So the red side is going to heat our refinery controller, like so. And then on this side, we're going to put our heat sink. Now, these... Okay, let me show you. Just because I put this here and this is adjacent to it, that doesn't mean it's working. It's actually not. It needs to be attached to the side. So that's better. Now, in theory, I should be able to just do these and each one of them will get their own liquid. And that should already be working. Unless, of course, I didn't put any coal in here. But that's alright, because we don't even have a liquid to put in yet. But that's definitely something we can fix. And we are back here. To make LPG, you can use different crude oils. You can use the one from Messing Petroleum, which requires the pump jack and all that. Or you can just pump it from the void using a laser drill fluid. And yeah, that's what we're gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. No way. Okay, so after a little while, I just realized what's happening. If you see, right here, we are on desert hills. If we move just a little bit, hey, this is river. So it's one of those biomes we can't really use. And yeah, that's alright, I guess. So we'll have to move these. Sakaflus. And are you working now? Yay! We're getting crude oil. Awesome. Let's hook you there. Let's say you're going to auto output to the top. Let me get a bit of coal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And just fill these guys. They're going to start building pressure. And in time, they will start hitting these thin up. As you can see, the temperature on the west side is increasing. We have 68 degrees Celsius, at least so far. And now, if I do these, well, since this is not really hot, when I open these and this starts auto outputting, it's gonna take a while because it's still not hot enough. It needs to be over 100 degrees. And apparently we just crossed the limit. So yay, that's our first bit of LPG. Let's give these guys a little bit of speed. It's kind of keeping up. Although, yet again, we don't really care. So yeah, LPG and gasoline, yay! Just for good measure, I put these jumbo tanks next to or attached to our refinery outputs, one for every single one of them. And that way I can store just a little bit more than 16 buckets. I believe that's the maximum you can store in here. And, I think... Oh, did you run out of coal? You did. Okay, no matter. It's just a matter of putting more coal over there. Now, before we end up the episode, and yes, it's that time, let's have a look at how much did we get from these guys. That's a ridiculous amount of crystals. And these things, what are these? No, we're gonna need these to make modifiers. Okay, alright, not too bad, not too bad. But anyways, now that we have the infrastructure, I think it's time to kind of speedrun the pack. We got into environmental tech, triple in ores, new magic craft, that should be, yep, back there. It's not really rendering, but yeah, that's our setup over there. And yeah, on the next one, I will just probably upgrade those and start with magic. And by magic, I mean Botania, Mana and Artifice, and maybe Eidolon. I don't know if we really need to do anything with that. But anyways, same as always, if you like it, give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.